An hour earlier, I took a few people on a helicopter to conduct the final safety inspection for deep sea oil drilling. But when we arrived, the logging team was already preparing to leave. I was confused about this. When we got to the control room, Mike immediately started a routine check. The gauges and power systems were all fine, but I hadn't received the results of the safety test. As the safety officer, I was responsible for the lives of all 126 people on the platform. Soon, we found the head of the oil operation. It turned out that their company had rented the platform. Just building it had already been delayed for 47 days, and the cost had exceeded $40 million. That's why they secretly cut corners on the safety inspection. But under my insistence, the person in charge reluctantly agreed to a pressure test. After the annular blowout preventer was shut off, the negative pressure test officially began. The manager looked nervously at the numbers on the gauges. Soon, the pressure reading changed and stabilized around 100, a very safe number. That result made the manager confident again. However, what we didn't know was that large air bubbles were suddenly rising from the seabed. The gauge needle quickly jumped to around 500 pounds per square inches. As more bubbles appeared, the needle shot past the red line. But the manager questioned it. At such high pressure, mud wasn't coming out of the pipeline. He thought the pressure sensor was malfunctioning and suggested running another negative pressure test on a single line. For the moment, I couldn't find a reason to refuse. After all we had were the data readings to go on. As soon as the second test began, the vibrations from the seabed grew stronger, but none of us noticed. By coincidence, some gravel flowed into the pipe, blocking it completely. The pressure gauge reading instantly dropped to 0, but the drill pipe pressure still stayed above 1,000 pounds per square inches. Normally, the two values should have matched, but the manager kept pressuring us as an investor. Something still didn't feel right to me. But the data was there, so I reluctantly agreed to resume operations. The moment the annular blowout preventer was opened, mud gushed out violently. Workers scrambled to redirect the flow. As the balancing fluid was drained, the pressure gauge spiked sharply. Mud started bursting from the wellhead. The workers shouted to the control room for instructions, but the next second, the control room quickly shut down the pipelines, but another shock from the seabed tore the blowout preventer apart. High-pressure mud spewed from the pipes,